guys, this is Alex from STO Hub. Today we're going to do a second video about how to get your daily dilithium. This video is going to be how to get your daily dilithium without actually firing a shot. This video is actually made specially for a friend of mine, Chief Suki, who is very incredulous and doesn't really believe that this can be done. So even though I tried to make a bet with him yesterday, he didn't accept it, but I'm going to show him how to do it anyway. And no, Tsuki, I'm not doing a write-up on this. If you actually want to learn, you can watch the video. If not, well, then you're lost. First of all, we're in the academy. I am going to show you my assets so we can currently keep track. I have 0 dilithium ore currently. So we're going to see how much we can actually accumulate here and in how much time. That way it will just be faster to tally it up. And so we can keep track of time. It's basically 12:56 in game. So we're going to start here now. We're at the academy. We're going to start with Commander Viella. We're going to grab the dailies. With the dailies, we get 1 free data chip, which keeps you a little data chip that if you don't know what it is, it gives you the answers to the lore. You can use it and you'll find out that you have a new volume and chapter you can read in your lore. The lore would be here in accolades. All these lores, you can read it here and get the answer to the questions you're about to get. If you don't have that, then it doesn't really matter. You can just come here and test your knowledge. You're going to get a question. The path, volume 14, chapter 6. Which group did Gulmadrid hire to protect his mines? It was actually the Alpha Jem'Hadars, but if you don't trust me, then you can just come to stogamepedia.com/lore, and this would take us to volume 14, chapter 6. Volume 14, chapter 6. Which group did Gulmadrid hire to protect the mines? These are the options. That's the answer. Alpha Jem'Hadars. Once you actually start doing this, you'll learn the answers. Okay, once we complete that, we return to Commander Viella, and she will give us our first 528 dilithium. Now, you're supposed to get paid 480, but if you notice, I'm actually in a fleet where the research lab boost for dilithium ore at tier 3 is in effect. So I basically get a boost to whatever dilithium I actually get. So instead of getting 480, as you saw, I ended up getting 528 dilithium ore. Alright, so that's what a good fleet and a good armada can actually give you. This level 347 armada with 1,600 members. You get a purchase discount if you buy stuff with dilithium of 9%. You can go all the way up to 20 because I am in a Gamma Fleet spot. And this dilithium boost comes because we have that fleet at tier 3 and we run the boost, and you know, we get it going so we can actually collect more dill. Alright, second thing we're going to get here now is we're going to beam up to our space dock. Now that once we're here, we're going to go see our security officer. Why? Because this is a big chunk of your dilithium. One of the DOF missions you're going to do every day is come see the security officer. That security officer is going to give you, I'm going to look for the mission because I need to collect a mission before I actually put the next one there. This one, turnover confiscated contraband. I'm going to get an extra 10%. So I'm going to get 2,000 for putting my this mission running from yesterday. I'm going to collect the reward. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set it again for tomorrow. It's going to take a 20-hour mission. It's going to give me 2,000 dilithium, but with the boost that's running, I'm going to get 2,200. So I'm going to begin that, and we're done in our space stock here as well. All right. I'm going to collect my R&D. And I'm also going to collect the other big chunk of this. In the reputations, as you can see, I am done with all my reputations except Lucari, which I'm waiting for a retrain token, not a retrain token, a sponsorship token from another tune. But in the meantime, I'm actually running the 1-hour missions that pay out 340 dilithium. And I'm running the Lucari 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 missions daily. These are 1-hour missions. You can run them up to 3 times a day. The 4th time it actually won't pay you out. You can run them 3 times a day, so you can actually get 10 times 340, 3,400 dilithium just by running those dailies. So I'm going to start collecting. Alright. On the first one, the Lucari, I got less because it's only a tier 1, but in all the others that are tier 5, you actually get more dilithium, as you can see, 340. And then the important thing is to set them for tomorrow again. So we're going to do the 1-hour dailies, select it, fill it, and not only that, we're going to get a nice little box here that once in a while these things will actually pay you out with good weapons, or they'll pay you out with, for example, this Chronic Buffer from yesterday. You get 2 or 3 of those, and you can actually change them in for dilithium as well. So, you know, it's a round business deal. So we set that one up, hourly. So you just keep filling them. Obviously, you have to have the marks, you have to have the expertise, and you have to have the energy credits to do this. But once you actually start playing the game and you know, constantly, marks and money and expertise should not be an issue. If I actually see my assets, I have 3.5 million EC on this tune. I have marks, well, really lots of marks of just about any type except the Lucari, which I'm currently making. And you know, the expertise is really not that. Forget where I can see my expertise, but I have enough. So just bear with me and take my word for it. So the first video I made shows you how to get 6 or 7 types of marks daily. You can run that and choose different types of marks every day, and once you build up enough, you can actually do this, where you can mix and match, and you know, do a couple, then do a couple of these missions, do the dailies, and so forth, and mix and match your dilithium to get your desired results. here in the Lucaria, I'm not doing the 20-hour missions. I'm only going to do the 1-hour mission because I'm waiting for that sponsorship token, like I told you guys, from another tune. And you get the dilithium when you pick up the results of these. When you actually collect them in 1 hour, 59 minutes, then you'll get the dilithium. In the meantime, you only get the box. So we have one we've already opened, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes. We're missing one. Let's see which one's missing. Waiting for this one. The game is like that once you start actually running. There we go. We just got it. Just started. Sometimes it takes a little while, so don't despair. And just make sure everything's running. Perfect. We're going to open our little boxes, see what we get. See if anything is interesting, if anything is actually worthwhile. And while you're leveling up, you can use this gear for yourself. Basically, you already know what you want, what you don't. Dual pistols, garbage, plasma, garbage, turret, garbage, garbage, garbage. This might be interesting. Garbage, garbage, and garbage. Alright, so we've been at it for a little bit over 10 minutes and we already have 56, almost 6,000 dilithium, and we haven't actually finished. And I'm taking my time to actually explain to you guys how you can actually do this. Alright, from here we're actually gonna do transwarp to our, where are you, fleet research lab. We're going to contact traffic control and beam to the interior. Here we're actually gonna come talk to the guy over here. You know, since we know a guy here in the research lab, then we want to come to the research lab. And we're gonna collect our Fleet Research Daily engineer, which was from yesterday. So right now, oh, I have the mission running, sorry. And reputations, that's not reputation, is R&D, and it seems to be engineering. It's this temporal phase discriminator mission. I gives you 5,000 experience points. I'm going to begin it. Takes about 10 seconds. Once it's there, you collect the results and it gives you the research boosts. And you come back to this guy and he will give you some rewards, which is 1,200 dilithium plus the boost, which is 1,320, 10,000 energy credits, some rare materials including rubidium, tachyon, and Z particles. Alright, and we can select another mission because I had it queued from yesterday just to show you can actually do two. You don't have to come in twice. You can actually grab one for if you don't want to do them daily, you can do one day yes and the other day no, and so forth. I'm going to grab the one for the kit schools. Where are you? Shield kits. Here we go. I want to accept this mission, and I'm going to go to my R&D again. I'm going to go to my kit school, which is level 8, as you can see. As soon as I start running this, come out, wherever you are. No, I need to switch maps. That's why I do it that way. You know, it's different. It's difficult to actually explain things when you're so used to just doing them. Um, but in any case, this is just to get you going. We're already at 7,248 dilithium, and we haven't fired a shot. Here we need to switch maps so the mission can become available for our research. I already took it, so tomorrow I can actually come and turn it in again. So that's why I take it from him now and leave. And then we start actually collecting the bigger stuff, which is actually the good dilithium payouts. You know, all these Admiralty missions which we set so we can get our Admiralty up. So we're going to collect rewards and see how that goes for us. And I just actually hit Klingon mission 10, which just paid me out 22,220 dilithium. So we're going to have to discount that from the list. But you can actually collect all these. And we're already at 31,000 minus the 22,000. We're over 8,000 dilithium already, and I haven't even collected the duty officer assignments, except that 2,000 dilithium mission, which we already put in progress here. I also got an accolade, and I can get another new DOF here as well. So you know, these things actually do pay out, and they let you collect other stuff like these DOFs. So you want to be working on your doffing so you can actually get these free DOFs. Let's see which option it gave me. What school was that? Oh, is it the diplomatic at blue? So we get a diplomat at a blue level, so we can choose from one of these. Alright, this is a tactical officer, so I most likely need the security team. I want to choose that. And security is also good because you can do the doffing mission from the Suliban cell ship. You're going to need a lot of security and lots of medics and doctors for that. Alright, so let's finish collecting our dill here. We continue collecting our We're done collecting, and basically it's been 17 minutes. I'm showing you how to do this. We've collected 33,000 dilithiums. We have to subtract 22,000 dilithium that we got from the Klingon Admiralty thing. But basically you can see we're already up 11,000 dilithium. We have not fired a single shot, and I've actually taken the time out to explain it all to you and show you how to do it. So this is a 5-minute process once you get it down pat, and it's an easy way to get your dilithium and get your your fix. You still need to play the game to get the marks, but this will actually cover you for a while. In my case, I don't need to log on to this tune for a couple days now because I have a lifetime account, so it will auto refine for 7 days up to 8,000 dilithium a day. And we haven't actually even touched the surface of what you can actually do here, and let me explain why. Because the trick of this is also to learn what you're actually can do. So you need to reset all your missions for tomorrow. That way you can actually get the same thing back tomorrow. And those missions I'm going to explain in a second. If you give me a minute, I'm going to start putting these together. And the Admiralty, well, basically I have my Klingon, and I just collected the, the last to level 10. So now I'm actually going to work on the Romulan reputation. That's going to be my force it back a little bit. Choose the one with the bigger point scores or the ones with the bigger dilithium payouts. So we have to plan for these, and then just start learning a little bit about what ships we have and what we can do with them. And it won't be that hard next time around, basically. $714. This one pays out and pays out some dilithium, so we want to do that. We need 115 science, so we're basically going to go out to our good science ships. Lucari looks good. And let's get the Crenum, which gives you about 60 points as well. That should be enough to cover it. Start the assignment. We have a tour of duty here, which these are good because they pay out real well for the reputation. We want to get that going. So the next one would be this, a 90, 90, 250. That one, a 50, 50. That would be a Shelgret. Somewhere there. Yeah. And let's get an 18 or a 20 here. Support cruiser. We need 6 more for the TAC. So here we go. You're going to start learning how to do these things. That's a 35, 35. Sounds about right. And another 20. Alright, so we're actually set these missions. Tour of duty, well, we have to do 70, 70, 70. All my tour of duties, I usually just come down here and grab the Tanius from last year's breach event, and that will solve all your problems basically up to a tier 8. So it's a one-shot deal. Start it and you're good to go. And some of these, for example, this one just pays out 90, but it costs a lot, so I'm going to pass on it. This one as well costs more than 80 and only pays that much. I'm going to pass on it as well. And start doing these, 40s. The Phantom. And we can get some. That works. And 26 science. Actually, we have an 8 boost here, so we need a 18 science would do. This one will work. And that's more than enough. 714, so this one's a good one to do. This one we can actually score an Andy and the Kobali, and that should just about cover it. Actually, not the Nandi. Let's use the temporal vessels, 56, and ignore science. There we go. lastly, got a couple more slots. Let's do the 300 one. Gonna need 90 psi, so we can use the 66 here, and we're gonna need 24 more. So try that one, and 10 more. Here we go, 10. And begin it. We're done with our Admiralty. Our duty officer assignments, we see what were available in our current map, which inside this you're not going to get any. But basically, you want to look for confiscate contraband. Obviously, you need the contraband to turn on to the security officer, so we're going to do that one. In my commendations, I always try to do the ones I don't have. I already have exploration, espionage, medical, maxed out, and development. So I try to do the other ones. Start with engineering, because the engineering is here. This one gives you 250 dilithium. This one gives you 50 dilithium. And if you crit them, you get even more. So make sure you run those missions, 50 dilithium. And here what I need is to grab some gonna need 5 shield generators and 10 industrial energy cells. Department heads, we're gonna run the 250 first, then we're gonna run the 597 marks, commendation points, another 50, and then this one, and we're good to go. In medical, there's a couple medicals that pay out 50 and so forth. This one pays out 1,000, so we want to do that. And look for the 366 ones, which is, we have one here. So we're going to need 15 of these medical supplies. $440 and the 366. I also have the shape-shifting lockets. You can buy a stack if you don't have them, because these missions pay out a lot. Once you have 1,000, anything over 100,000, every 10,000 points over 100,000, you can turn them in for fleet marks in the starbase. So that's just a round business to do all the ones that actually pay out 1,000 or more. Here in the tactical, I already have the tactical. I need military, which is also here. So we're going to do the, since my military is only at 86,000, we're going to do the 500 ones. Start with them and work our way down to whatever's left. Do the ones with the dill as well, and hopefully we'll crit some of these as well. This one pays you 1,000. Infiltrated Orion Syndicate, this is one you always want to do, and the debrief prisoners, which are 400 or 500 a piece. So these missions, you always want to keep running them as well. Dailies, that way you'll have them ready for tomorrow. We also want now, we need to leave some space actually for the ones in the mines, which we're going to collect right now. Very important. So contact Taffin controller, and we're transwarping to the fleet starbase, and from there to the dilithium mine, because there's 3 missions in the dilithium mine you actually want to pick, because they pay out real nice. And once you're in one facility, you can transwarp through all of them, usually without extra transwarp costs at all. And we still haven't finished, guys, so The minute we're actually recording a video, then we have a very long load times. So you know how that goes. Um, Talk to the operator and send us to other fleet holdings, to the dilithium mine. Dock at the dilithium mine. I'm actually going to need to drop 2 missions. I didn't do my count correctly. Duty officer assignments. Continue. First thing is, here you can refine an additional 500 dilithium, no cost. So instead of getting 88,000 dilithium a day, you can get an extra 500 for free here at the mine. So we're going to begin this assignment. And in a couple seconds, that assignment will be completed. And we will be able to collect our dilithium. So we've collected our 500 and we still have our 8,000 to refine. You're going to see 33,000, and if we refine it, it will take 8,000 off. So you know, we're good with our daily now. We have 8,500 dilithium refined, and I'm still kind of explaining this for you, but you know, that's the whole point of this video. In the duty officer assignments, here you want to grab both of these 2 duty officer assignments, the mine motherlode valuable minerals, because if you crit it, it will pay you special items, which are mining provisions, okay, which you want. And if you look at the payouts for these, they pay out development and trade experience, which you're going to need. Not a lot of trade missions out there, so this is actually a very good way to get trade. And you're also going to need to grab the other mission, which is the mine dilithium mother loads. This one pays you out 500 extra dilithium a day, and as well gives you development and trade experience. So you want to run this mission as well, because it's going to give you another 500 dilithiums. With the boost, you're going to get 550, and if you crit it, you're going to get 750 plus the boost. So you know, if you're doing things right, then creating these shouldn't be too hard, and you get those things working. Now we're going to return to our ship. Beam to ship. Actually, I need to return to sector space, but that's fine. We're going to, right here, I can't do it from here. Contact traffic control. Return to sector space. I'm going to give you a little secret on 3 rarely used and not known missions, because people don't actually want to go down to their ships and to their bridges to actually set them for tomorrow. And basically what you need to do is, I go to my small craft, which is just simpler, because I have everything right there in the shuttle. So we're going to come over here, and hopefully we can get a prompt for the contact duty officers. Alright, it's not liking me today. Contact duty officers, there we go. Okay, on the contact duty officers, we're going to go down to science department. In the science department, we're going to go to the special projects, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, sorry. To the science assignments. And here on the science assignments, we're going to look for, oh no, they're not there either. Contact duty officers, science, and science assignments. This is actually embarrassing. Let me find them. No, okay. Yes, it's here. So you go to science, you go to special projects, data sample analysis, and we're going to get energy analysis, which is going to give you 250 dilithium, and if you actually crit it, it's going to give you 500. It costs white materials, so it's not a difficult, and some green, but they're really cheap. So you're going to begin this, and I'm going to need 2 other slots, so I'm going to go in the in progress and delete some of the ones that don't pay out that well. Let's see. We're going to have to dump this. Debrief prisoner and infiltrate Orion Syndicate. I know they're worth a lot of points, but hey, this is a video to actually teach you how to do the missions. Physical analysis, same thing. It costs you white materials, it pays out 250, and then some science experience, and then you also, if you crit it, you can get up to 500 dilithium. So we want to do that one as well. Come back here, technological analysis. Same thing, some green materials. It pays out 500 in the exploration and 500 in the science, 250, and if you crit it, it pays out 500 as well, plus the bonus if you have your fleet bonus here. And then the other one, I'm going to actually warn you, do not do the this particle trace data sample analysis. Why? Because it does pay out 500 dilithium and it does give you 1500 science experience, but the cost involved in doing this mission is actually not worth it. 12 Z particles, you know, you're gonna have to use tetrazine gas, 9 beta tachyons, and rubidium, 3 rubidium. So you're gonna probably be spending a couple million EC on running this mission every day if you actually run it, just to buy these materials, which are really expensive and hard to come by. So, you know, even though I have them, I don't run this mission. It just costs too much in the long run. And that would be it. You basically here have yourself set up to actually collect your Admiralty tomorrow. You know, it wasn't too hard, too difficult. You'll start learning the ships. You're gonna get 150 dilithium here. Usually, you know, I don't have an issue with missing these missions, but you know, once you start, you will miss some. Then the duty officers, as you can see, 250, 250, 50, 50, another 250, 50, 50, 55, 50. You know, keep track, 250. We're basically ready to collect about 3,000, 4,000 dilithium just from these missions we've set here. That's considering if we don't crit. Plus, so, you know, that would be about 5,000 considering we also have the turnover contraband, plus whatever we get from the Admiralty if we get it, plus what we're going to collect from the duty officers, our reputation gear here, alright, from all these missions. So this video is another 30-minute video, yes, but basically it explains it all in detail, how you can actually get your fill of dilithium. So we actually have 3,000 extra dilithium today. We refined 1,800, and I'm saying 3,000 because we have to remove the 2,200 dilithium that we got for the Klingon thing. But we still made 11,000 dilithium in, you know, without firing a shot. So you don't have, your tune doesn't have to be geared up. Your tune doesn't have to have anything really ready to fire, to fight, or whatever. You just need to have it handy and be able to do the doffing and so forth. That's why people actually enjoy doing the doffing and these things on their alts, because they don't actually have to do anything with them. They just let them collect the bounties and loots. They work on their main tunes, send the contraband, send some money, have them all do the work. Once this is done and they have the dilithium refined, they'll just go to the exchange and switch it and put it uh, in their account, do the dilithium exchange, and grab it on another tune. So hope this video helps. And Suki, uh, I hope you now can see that you can actually get your fill of dilithium in about 10 minutes with no shots fired. So uh, I just hope this helps you out. And again, I'm sorry I'm not writing it out, but you can watch this video as many times as you want. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Alex from STO Hub again. I'll see you on the next video.